Here we are. We've had some mileage. We've had some hours on this boat since I've had it 3 months ago. We've done solo trips. We've done two up, as you can see, fully loaded with gear. Plane's absolutely cracking. The wash on the back is on the left hand side. On the right hand side it is pretty clean. On the left hand side it's got my transducer, so you can expect to have some disturbance here. As we go across this choppy bit of water, I have sped it up a bit, just showing you get no water over the top. It's pretty stable and you're not being thrown about. As you can see, it is pretty damn good for a 45 kilo lightweight boat. And this is me solo. You do need a tiller extension. That's the only downside. Well, this is one of the downsides with having a lightweight boat. That front end does keep coming up unless you've got a tiller extension, and I have put the two benches together, straddled them to give me a good planing position, and it keeps up pretty well with the honwave my friend got, the T38 with a 20 horsepower. And this is more important as well. Plenty of space. Not as much space as my last boats, but still plenty of space to be landing some good fish. Yes. Got him, guys. I did not feel at all unsafe standing up in that floor. My legs are shaking because of the fish. That's what we come for. Guys, what a way to christen the new boat and the new rod and reel. So now we'll have a quick look, roll it out, add your pump, add your wheels, or if it's two of you, carry it down. And this is it set up. So before we get into the nitty gritty, we'll have a quick look of my setup and how I've set it up from by here. I will pause it. So I got my bench 3/4 way up the boat with my fish finder mounted on there. I got a seat bag on there with all my dry clothes, food, battery box and stuff in that seat bag. I got my rod holder tackle tidy thing that I got on the left hand side that fits on to the last bit of the seat thwart, so that bench is as far as up as it can go. And the 20 horsepower on the back of the transom. Now I believe the transom on this is GRP. I can't find no detail or any specification that states what type of transom it is. When I drilled it for my wheels, to me it's like a light fiberglass coating over plywood. The boat length is 3.8 meters. The beam is 1.84 meters. Boat inner beam is 0.88 meters. Boat inner length is 2.8 meters. So you've got 2.8 meters in length and 0.88 meters width. Tube diameter, pretty big tubes for this, is 45 centimeters. You know, this will fold up. You don't need to add anything extra. It will fold up. The floor is all integrated and it's a total weight of 45 kilos. The material is a 0.9 PVC. I did measure the patch that come with it, and usually that's a good way to determine the quality. You can see the quality and the thickness of the material used, and it was 0.9. I'll put that picture on here now. The double glued seams, it's all put together with double glue seams. The seat thwarts are not double glued though. 3 chambers, so you've got your 3 tubes on the top and your 2 air floors, 2 separate chambers for the floor. Max engine power is debatable on this. The spec says 20. The plate says 30. Now, the plate being a factory's recommendation and the spec being the distributor's warranty specification. So to cover their own back, I think they've lowered the horsepower rating for a safe working load, because I do think it would be a bit sketchy to put a 30 on here, if I'm honest. The front end comes up now. Max load capacity is 6 people or 860 kilos. It's got a Class C classification, which will allow you to go 20 miles offshore in 4, 5 or 6, I believe, 2 or 3 meter swells, and it comes with a 3-year warranty. As you can see, we've got a boat roller on an anchor roller on the front. We've got plenty of handles, 3 on the top of the tubes. We've got 2 on the outside of the tubes, at the front and at the transom end. We also got 2 on the inside of the tubes with the transom, because basically when you need to lift up your boat to put your wheels down, you want them there. So yeah, that's them. Transom height is for a short shaft. Paddle storage on the top and on the inside. Gate valve, drain plug. The only thing I would say, it lacks some internal components like D-rings on the top. Because of the upswept front, any storage up the top that you use does slide down the boat. So I have put on my own D-rings so I can put a strap across it to hold everything up the front. It does plane beautifully with 2 people, I've got to say. I've never had a boat that planed like this. Only my T32, so that was probably my mistake of buying the wrong honwave. I should have bought the T38 a long time ago. I know now. But we did see speeds of 24 mile an hour. I have put a screenshot there. Don't know if you can see it. I think it says 23 on there, but we did get up to 24 and a half mile an hour with, as you can see, fully loaded. But I tell you what I did notice with these types of floors that I've never seen on any other of my boats before. It allows the prop to spin up. I've had this at 6,000 RPMs, and first time ever I've had this engine revving at 6,000 RPMs, and that can only be from these VA floor designs. And 24 mile an hour, 2 people. What more do I want? What more do I want? Like I said, I probably should have bought an honwave a long time ago. Probably not now. I couldn't afford to buy one now. I spent that much money on the wrong boats. So for me, the downside, guys, as you see, it does hold water. Like now, full of water, and you're in it. Whereas if that was an A deck or a alley deck, it would already be under the floor. I wouldn't be kneeling in water. And I don't mean that because of that wave come over, but in general, when you're getting out the boat, you carry a bit of water on your clothes, your equipment. It does end up being under your feet and on your knees. So that is my only downside with it. Also, the tiller extension. Using the tiller extension on my own, I like to be sat at the back of the boat. I don't like to be sat so far up the front. I just don't feel connected to the engine. But it performs well, and that is the key for me. Big thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will put a link in the description to these boats if you like them. As you've seen, they're well and capable of performing. So until the next video, guys, ciao.